Hello everybody, this is Daddy Cool here, bringing you my third Equalizer video. I hope the other two have helped a lot. I see lots of people haven't watched the first one, and I'm not going to discuss everything that's in there, but there are a few important things that people have forgotten to do there, so I'm just going to remind you to go watch it, such as the mouse acceleration is in there, as well as to see things better, I believe is in that video. And the second one has amazing views. And just so that everybody knows, the first Equalizer is not only for COD Advanced Warfare, it just has an ambient sound remover, but that's kind of null and void by now. But yeah, let's get started. Now the first thing, oh, and by the way, just to get this out there, this video is going to be mostly to do with your internet and your gear. Now you see, I believe that you can be the best, but you still need to actually have proper gear to be the best of the best. Um, I can say there's lots of good people out there playing with absolutely dodgy shit. Like, if you know Viper, you should have seen his mousepad. I wish I had a photo of that thing. It was amazing. I'll try and organize one. But he pretty much played on a piece of leather and with a HP mouse, and he was brilliant. And skill improved the second he got better gear. Gear has a massive factor in how you play. So I'm going to show you guys like what you guys should preferably get. It's a bit more of expensive side often, but there are cheap alternatives. And I'm also going to show you exactly what I have. Now, see is every gamer has his unique identity, so don't copy me precisely, but I'll tell you the benefits of mine and why you should get what and blah 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 blah. So let's get started. Now, first of all, internet, right? I only realized this the other day. The other day I was playing and I was signed in on a friend's uncapped account on my fiber. Oh, by the way, also, if you can get fiber, do it. It's life-changingly amazing. Your ping is brilliant. It's absolutely lovely. But onto the story. I played on his uncapped, and let me tell you, the games I was playing, it felt absolutely horrible. Uncapped does not have priority. Now, that means pretty much if you're playing on uncapped, you're going to get throttled, you're not going to get priority, latency, and everything will feel wonky. So if you've got extra money to fork out every month, like for example, I use Solar Core Hosting as my capped internet provider. It's a gaming ISP. The ISP is made by gamers for gamers, so they've really gone far to make sure that your latency is always the best. So yeah, if you've got 45 rand a month extra to dish out for 5 gig anytime and 10 gig late, trust me, get yourself capped data and play like clannies or just for fun, or if you want to play and actually do well, play on your capped account, on your own capped account. Sign into the router, just log into that account, try and let nobody else use that for that time being, or set up so that you can do a dial-up through your PC, which you can then just literally go to your PC and connect to different ISPs straight through your PCs. There's lots of things on how to do that. I'm not going to help you guys with that right now, just Google it, like they'd say. But yeah, now let's get on to gear, because the internet's out of the way. That's very important. Trust me on this one. Just do it. Like Shia LaBeouf would say, just do it. Just do it! Make your dreams come true! Okay, anyway. So yeah, two sites I use a lot to buy my computer parts are RebelTech and EveTech. Two brilliant sites, always running specials. Like, gosh, just go check. It's sometimes I cry because I can't buy it what's on special, but what's on special is just so amazing. So I literally cry a bit. Like, for example, I think EveTech right now, if you buy a graphics card, you get a freaking free SSD with it. Like, what? Yeah, so anyway, back to the point. We're going to start off with screens, right? Now, your monitor, 60 Hz is awesome and shit. It's fast, it's much faster than 30, but let me say it like this: if once you've gone 144 Hz, you never go back. 144 Hz is so amazing. Like, if I play on a 60 Hz, my eyes cry. It looks like a slow slideshow I'm playing on. So if you can, this is probably the most expensive part, is a 144 Hz screen. Like, see, the cheapest one is like 515. It's a bit expensive, but it's a really, really good investment. It's better for your eyes, and often they have a shitload of extra features like a very quick response time, 1 milliseconds, which lots of screens don't have, and 144 Hz. Your key, what you're going to want is 144. I'm going to link all of these sites in the description, so don't worry about finding it yourself. But get yourself a 144 Hz screen. Your life will be so much better. Trust. Run your game on lower settings to make sure you also get the frames you need, but just do it. Secondly, your keyboard. Now, mechanical keyboard is the way to go. So, oh, and by the way, the screen doesn't actually, they don't have the screen I have anymore. I've got the LG screen. It was on a special for at one stage for like 4,000 rand. That was so amazing. I sprung on that shit like a tree or something. I don't know. But anyway, when you come to keyboards, A keyboard you want to make sure you get a mechanical. See, mechanical. Mechanicals keyboards have much faster input, more of rapid response, and you can press as many keys as you like at the same time. Lots of people didn't know, but with a membrane keyboard, you can only press something like 14. Don't take my word on this, please. But you can only press like 14 keys, and then the rest of the keys won't actually register, or an old key won't register anymore simultaneously. With mechanicals, there's not that problem, and usually they have their own little processor to make the input delay as little as possible. Because there's a massive thing, people don't believe it, but input delay is a massive thing when you come to the highest tier gaming. You'll see CS guys be playing on low settings, on like your most highest level, their DreamHack. They play on low settings, 4:3 resolution to make it possible that they have at least as little as possible input delay. I'll get to that a bit later. But yeah, so go for mechanical keyboard. This is the cheapest one, I think, if I'm correct. Nope, there's another one. And Cherry MX Red is a very soft key. I'm using Cherry MX Red. They're very responsive, very fun to click actually. It's fun to play with. But yeah, make sure you get a mechanical keyboard. It just helps because in a game that you're constantly using your keyboard and constantly giving input, you need something that's fast and rapid like you are. And membranes just don't do that. So yeah, the keyboard I have, by the way, is the Corsair Strafe. Very fun keyboard. It's got cool red lights. It looks pretty badass. It's fun to play with. And like I said, the keys are just very fun to play with. It just feels nice in your hand. Secondly, or thirdly actually, is your mouse. Mice. Now, most important thing you're looking at when it comes to a mouse is going to be if it's optical or not. Now, optical sensors have much less mouse acceleration than laser sensors do. So you're going to be looking for something that says optical, and preferably something with a higher DPI. For superstitious reasons, I just like a higher DPI. You can go watch a shitload of reviews, see which mouse is the best optical mouse. I heard something, it's a Razer Sensei Raw, I think, is the first confirmed mouse to have zero mouse acceleration. Some of them still have a bit, but much less than a laser. So when you're looking at a mouse, make sure it doesn't have that is an optical sensor. Optical. I'm gonna look for this keyword. Optical. Yeah, the price starts around. They got cheap versions, but obviously not gonna buy this thing. That thing just looks shit, right? This thing, whatever that is. But yeah, it's a SteelSeries Sensei wired optical, and always, please, guys, wired. No wireless bullshit. Wireless is bullshit. Like, just get that in your mind. Don't go. No. See this laser? You don't want that. So yeah, you're gonna look at something that's optical, and yeah, optical's just got much better feedback. You got higher polling rates, and yeah, all that jazz. So get optical. One I have personally is the Asus ROG Gladius, and when I bought it, was only 800 rand. Its price has gone up and everything. Everybody who loves a Death Adder, right? If you have a Death Adder, trust me, go to the Gladius. It's got the same shape. It's got rubber on the edges. It's so nice. It's an upgraded version, like in every way almost. They took this design because it's the most loved design, and they just went and optimized it a bit, and they gave it a better sensor. Like the sensor is, I'd say. So yeah, that's what I have. Your choice. You want to get it. Like I said, just focus on actually getting something that's optical specific. And I've been playing for 4 years. Like every 7 months, I'd get myself something new, like something better. So just go look at that. Okay, now next is your mousepad. Mousepad's not such a big deal. It all comes down to preference, but preferably get something biggish. Like, I personally have this Corsair Gaming XL Edition. It's like half a meter by, let's say, 4/5, no wait, 2/5 of a meter. It's a very nice mousepad. I prefer speed mousepads, like they're not it's in glide optimized textile. That means it's smooth. Your mouse doesn't feel a bit heavy on it. You get mousepads that have grip, and that's once again, it depends completely on your preference. I prefer speed, but make sure it's also preferably one color. You'll see most of the best mousepads have one color, usually black. Just gives the best feedback for your mouse, to do with a bunch of superstitious reasons again, but not completely superstitious. There are some facts behind it, but it comes down to the nanosecond. But when you're playing pro level, the nanosecond counts. So what I personally have, once again, is this Corsair Gaming MMXL. Yeah, MM200. That's how it is. Now, the next thing that's very nice, but I don't know where you can find it anymore. Like, if you can find one, please tell me. Please. Yeah, that'd be amazing. Is a mouse bungee. Now, mouse bungee is so nice to have. Like, it makes you feel like you're just playing with your mouse. There's no cable attached to your mouse if you set it up correctly, which is so nice. There's no drag from your mouse cable hanging off the table. There's lots of things to improvise for this, but a mouse bungee just does it 100% better. You can take it to a LAN, and then you're guaranteed to have the same feel as you have at home. So if you can find a mouse bungee, let me know, put it in the description. I'd love you forever, because I know people who want. I have one, I've got this exact one, but as you can see, it's not in stock. There would be a button if it was in stock. Yeah, I also actually forgot. I did this whole thing pre-hand to make sure I got everything, but I forgot something, so I'm quickly gonna go get it now. Is headsets. Now, guys, trust me again on this one. 7.1 and 5.1, especially true, is bullshit. It's kind of a gimmick. Lots of people are gonna, it's the best, it's the way to be. Honestly, it's not. Most of the times when you go 7.1, they kind of put in a bunch of smaller speakers to create that virtual sound, but then you're sacrificing your main sound. Like I had 7.1, these stereos I have now, I have the Steel Series Siberia V2s, brilliant. And you can ask anybody with like a V3 or the Elites, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, and most people, you just need stereo. Games are coded to play and work with stereo. You know, especially your competitive games. They're not made to work with 7.1. Uh, and yeah, 7.1, like I said, mostly the speakers are smaller and the drivers are smaller, making the sound not as good. So look for something with quite a nice big driver, you know, bigger, better, stuff like that. Um, yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm sorry, I can't find Speedlong Medusa. That's a cool name. Anyway, I can't find my thing right now. I'm bad at searching on this site. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through for shits and giggles. Um, Make sure you get something with big drivers, sound isolating, and if I can advise you to get something that's extremely comfortable, I'll show you the design now. The Steel Series use it. This design, where it has this extra like thing. It makes it feel like the headset's pretty much hanging on your head. It's extremely comfortable. It's so comfortable. People can people can testify this, man. It's so nice. Just make sure. So yeah, that's a few gear tips I can give you. Now one more thing. Um, Input delay. Now input delay is something people don't really know about or care about. But input delay is pretty much how long your PC takes to process everything that you're busy doing. And that's everything from your processor to your RAM affects that, as well as your graphics. Now, I've recently changed my graphics again. Lots of people wouldn't do this, but I've changed my graphics, to make it much softer, lower res, in order to get less input delay. Now, I'm just quickly going to set down this music so you guys can hear me this down. Volume mixer. Because last time you guys couldn't hear me, lots of complaints have been gotten by me on that video, Equalizer Part 2. So I turned that down. So as you see, my game actually launched in a very small window. That's because I'm not running on a high resolution. Now, once again, this is personal preference, but I care about frames and input delay. That's extremely important. I played on full res again the other day. Input delay was horrific. It's one of those things. Once you go low input delay, you never go back. Once you go 144, you never go back. Once you go optical, you never go back. Once you go mechanical keyboard, you never go back. I know I'm lame, whatever. So yeah, I'm running on very low settings now. I'm going to give you guys my new settings now. If you guys are interested in doing it, do it. You're going to love it. Trust. It's not going to look that great, but it doesn't matter if you're actually getting kills. Remember, we're not playing a game for graphics now. We're playing it to win, to be the best. So here we go. As soon as this damn online services thing gets done, I'll show y'all guys. There we go. Checking files. Oh, by the way, I put the music on. It's not usually on, but they put cool new music in, which is fun to listen to, I must say. Preferably also put your music off, because believe it or not, it does cause input delay. I'm going to turn that off now as well, just to show you guys how dedicated I am to not have input delay. Okay, so we're going to go menu, options, graphics. As you can see, I'm running my screen resolution at lower res. Make sure it's the same aspect ratio as what you're used to. So if you're running a 4:3 aspect ratio, make sure that whatever you're lowering it to is same aspect ratio. Just go do some maths. But yeah, that's my full screen 1920 by 1080. But I'm running at 720 now. Anything less than 720 does get a bit too ugly for me. But I'm leaving my render res at 100 now. It does improve your frames, and putting your render res lower than 100% if you're actually making your screen res lower does look kind of shit. I've upgraded my field of view to 90 now so I can see a bit more. Frames per second, also a new thing. Depending on your actual refresh rate of your screen, put it 1 or 2 values less. There's been posts on the official Treyarch website forum saying that in order to reduce mouse lag and shit, make it 1 or 2 frames less than your actual monitor's refresh rate. So yeah, just go do that. Advanced, low, 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 off, 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 none, disable, disable, everything off. Once again, we're trying to make the game run as smoothly as possible, get as little as possible input delay. Oh, and by the way, I've changed my colorblind mode, which is pretty cool. It changes the colors of like your enemies and shit. As you can see there at the bottom right, there's how the game looks. That one's actually pretty cool. I do like that one. And then there's your usual, but I'm running it on Deuteronomia. So yeah, if you guys want to do that, your choice once again. And then gonna go to audio, gonna drag my music all the way to the bottom because input delay. And yeah, that's everything. Thanks for watching, everybody. 1,000 views I've got on my other video. I honestly love that. It makes me happy. You guys are awesome. Also, by the way, the internet provider is only for South Africans. So if you're not a South African, get something equivalent. If you can't get something equivalent, sorry, but make sure that it's capped at least, because capped does 9 out of 10 times have priority. Uncapped almost never has priority unless you're on business, but I'm still skeptical about that. Oh, and another trick I can quickly tell you guys is at AfriHost, you can sign up to get a free 1 gigabyte cap account every month. They give you a gig for free. How nice is AfriHost? Like, shout out to AfriHost, my man. And that I have tested, it does have higher priority than uncapped. Not exactly sure if it's got same priority as a paid package. But still, it's a free gig. Why not use it? So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. This is Daddy Cool, out.